Here comes the Austrian anomaly, Gunther.
A man with one purpose, to prove the mat sacred.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Imperium. From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds. The World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther!
Look at the pure determination on his face.
It's determination and confidence, Cole, because Gunther knows exactly how good he is. Gunther knows he is on another level. It seems like Gunther is rarely in a good mood. I mean, does it hurt to smile? That's not necessarily true. Gunther smiles on the inside when he fillets an opponent's chest with his chops. Gunther is so unflinching, as if nothing phases him. The man's impervious to distraction because he's constantly focused on the task at hand. Yeah, it's like watching a machine.
The best in the world.
And his opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Punk's first tour of duty in WWE was epic. The pipe bomb set off an entirely new era in WWE. But oh, how times have changed since then. Yeah, when you think about the past accomplishments, Corey, CM Punk has been a WWE champion. He won Money in the Bank, so many other titles. But this current version of CM Punk is driven to surpass those past achievements.
The WWE Universe on their feet, and CM Punk is ready to deliver. Here we have CM Punk, the self-proclaimed best in the world, but even his biggest detractors would have to admit he's got the resume to back that claim up.
Absolutely. Iconic matches against legendary superstars, shocking championship victories, long title reigns. Punk has done it all, and he's ready to do it all again.
A big win here certainly would help silence those haters and help cement his claims.
And in the opposite corner stands the ring general. Gunther takes pride in torturing his opponents and breaking their spirit. Gunther will make the most decorated competitor doubt themselves. And then Gunther will destroy any hope they had while he just beats the hell out of them.
Oh, that'll rock you. Oh, Gunther gets caught with a counter.
Oh, no. Look what we have here. He has no idea. Springboard crossbody. Risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile.
Love it or hate it, there's a certain toughness that's brought out in no DQ matches.
Yeah, no DQ matches can really test just how much a superstar can take. Sometimes it's even more than they expected. For certain superstars, it may unlock a new part of their personality.
Going up to the turnbuckle here.
Up high. Whoa, what a landing. From up top, right onto the target outside. That is kicking things into a whole new gear. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
And Gunther got taken to task right there.
Yeah, watching CM Punk aggressively work the opposition.
Gunther has everything working against him now.
Perhaps Gunther needs to go back to the drawing board.
Everything he can do to create space here. Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
He's going to make some moves here and suffer the countout. And back in. He was dangerously close to being counted out of this one. No signs of either combatant backing down.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. The fight is on, and it's furious. Ooh!
Oh, man.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Boom! Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Bam! Ooh! Are you surprised, Byron?
Oh, it is no disqualification, but this is going to be an uphill battle for the superstar.
Going on the attack. He's looking to cause chaos. His match is, of course, just another incident that has developed into a feud of historic proportions.
Few superstars have ever loathed each other like these competitors do. CM Punk looking to end it.
CM Punk with the Anaconda Vice.
Tap out. Tap out.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
Facing some serious adversity and still coming out on top.
This is a well-earned win, no question there. Toughness was on display in this one.
Just goes to show that breaking the rules doesn't always pay off.
No rules were broken, Saxton, but it was almost worth the risk if you ask me. I thought they almost had them.
An absolutely cutthroat competitor. Here comes Dakota Kai.
Looking ready to assert her control.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing Damage Control from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
A Dusty Rhodes Classic winner who has had multiple tag team reigns, but Dakota Kai is not to be trusted.
There are plenty of tag team accolades to Dakota Kai's name, but now she's taken aim at becoming a singles success.
Yeah, she is more than ready to captain her own ship.
Now this is a cohesive unit. This is Metaphor's world. We're all just living in it.
And her opponent, accompanied by Lash Legend, representing Metaphor from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jakara Jackson.
Can't take your eyes off any member of Metaphor. They always make sure you take notice.
Now, each member talks a big game, but they also back it up inside the ring. You can't look past the Metaphor. You can't keep them down, and you can't keep them out.
Technical mastery, powerhouse ability, craftiness, resilience. Each member adds something great to the mix.
Along with the intangibles that make them 4 in a million.
Determination in her eyes. She is more than ready for competition.
The bell rings, and here is Dakota Kai competing tonight in singles action.
Cole, I'd like you to name me one person who loves kicking their opponents' heads clean off their bodies more than Dakota Kai, and I'll call you a liar. Dakota's proven time and time again her educated feet can get you from just about every angle. So when you're in the ring with her, you better learn to duck.
Yeah, that's obviously easier said than done, Corey.
And Miss Jackson is ready to put in that work here. It doesn't matter who it is or how seemingly insurmountable it might seem, Jakara Jackson has no problem stepping up to a challenge.
Yeah, Jakara's always...
She goes for the quick pin. And she kicks out at 2. Wow. She turns it around with the reversal.
Not the hair, anything but the hair. Just dropped her like she was nothing.
Just teeing off in the corner, letting the fists fly.
Look ringside now, guys. This manager is doing something very suspicious. From the top. Diving elbow driving. Oh, very frustrated at what's going to happen here.
Frustrated. I'm excited, Cole. This just changed everything.
Well, she's got no business out here.
You gonna stop her? Dakota Kai.
Detonation cap.
Jackson is completely out of it.
Cover. Oh, she's still alive.
How close was that?
That was about as close as it could get without it all being over for her.
And that has to be a setback for Dakota. She didn't expect a kick out there.
That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career.
Stomp to the leg. To the arm.
Shining Wizard! That's right, Corey. That was a Shining Wizard. Sent right into the corner. What a shot! And here's the cover.
Could be it.
And she fights it off.
She just will not go away. Shot to the back.
Her endurance is really being tested now.
But the question now is, can you find a response through the pain?
Man, what timing on that counter. Jumping cutter. Taking advantage of the opportunity. 2. Stopping the ref's count at 2.
Obviously still has some fight left. Mounting a downed opponent. Look at them go. Over and over and over again. And a slap for the exclamation point.
Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught. What's Jackson got planned?
Jackson landed that perfectly.
Going for the cover. And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Dakota Kai was just able to get the shoulder up in time. You have to admire that sort of grit.
And now it's reload time. Time to find another moment to pull out that one more time.
She's holding on tight. Ooh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
She catches Kai with a big counter. Neither superstar giving an inch here.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Slugging away with everything they've got.
Nothing pretty here. Just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now. They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
Roundhouse combo. And she's making her way to the top rope here.
She's locked in, about to go for the kill.
Up high. Wow,
Jackson staggers up, struggling to regain any composure.
Uh-oh. What a response from Jackson.
Got out of the way that time. Effective arm drag.
A non-stop assault from Dakota.
Kai is pressing the advantage.
Dakota Kai looking for an adjustment here.
Kai roll packed down.
Turning it into a pin for the win. Dakota Kai gets the win in an impressive fashion.
Here is your winner, Dakota Kai.
And the outside help definitely had to play a factor here, guys. I don't know how anyone can call this a clear-cut win with that in mind.
Yeah,
No protection, no sanctuary. Lara Valkyria has arrived.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lara Valkyria.
Lara possesses amazing technical wrestling abilities, which have worked great as equalizers against tougher opponents.
And Lara has used those skills to slay some of the biggest names in WWE, like Io Sky and Becky Lynch.
one of the most dominant forces the women's division has ever seen. Rhea Ripley.
The Eradicator is here.
And her opponent from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
A pile of championship title wins, a Royal Rumble winner. Rhea Ripley is a 100% proven threat.
No questioning that. You talk about nightmare opponents. Rhea Ripley is the living embodiment of that concept. It takes a lot of courage to step inside the ring with her.
Courage or foolishness, dealing with a competitor on Ripley's level is a challenge that most superstars just aren't up to. Period. She's that strong, that smart, and that deadly. Rhea Ripley is ready for the nightmare to begin.
Rhea Ripley says she's done allowing people to live in their own fairy tale. She's really looking to beat reality into her opponents and render them helpless.
You can't argue facts, and the fact is that very few can match up with Rhea Ripley. The Eradicator is glad to emphatically prove that point.
Ripley embraces hostility and consumes her victims in darkness. The question now is who can stop this woman's reign of terror.
You also have to acknowledge what Lara Valkyria brings to the table, guys. Endless potential. With her unparalleled focus and elite striking ability, Valkyria is a dangerous competitor.
You cannot look past her, that's for sure.
Just multiple kicks right to the face.
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Valkyria keeps her away.
The defensive elbow to the gut ends that. All tied up now. Being overtaken here, driven into the corner.
Going up high with the punch.
Oh, that'll leave a mark. Now a series of vicious stomps in the turnbuckle. Stumps.
You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there.
In the corner now. She doesn't want to stay there.
And she reversed it.
Boom.
Clubbing blow to the back. Oh, just nailing the double axe handle. Lara Valkyria is always on the hunt, always looking to ascend here in WWE.
Yeah, but that sort of tunnel vision could easily come back to bite Lara, Cole. When you have a singular focus like Lara does, it's only a matter of time before it's used. From the top!
Elbow drop! Completely flattened, and that should do it. That has to do it. There's two. She kicks out with authority after two.
She's still as determined as ever.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what. Roundhouse kick on the mark. A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
German suplex. She got put to the test there.
Yeah, Lara taking the fight right to her.
Knew what Valkyria had coming.
Look at Ripley has her opponent perched on her shoulders.
Tear into the face buster.
There's that true brutality of Rhea Ripley.
Nobody does it quite like Mommy.
Rhea Ripley locking in the prism trap. Prism trap locked in. Submission by Rhea. This is the worst spot. That's it. That's a tap.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
And all of Lyra's efforts couldn't cut it tonight.
Ripley just isn't like everyone else. Taking her down is not so easily done.
Yeah, Rhea is so dominant.
Here comes the 330-pounder, Bronson Reed.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big Bronson Reed.
He has been on a path of absolute destruction as of late, and some would say taking things to extreme lengths.
Won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and yet has only become more dangerous since then.
Well, Bronson Reed's looking to make a name for himself by creating his own opportunities, promising to maim anyone who gets in his way. Prepare to see all 330 pounds plus of grade A Aussie meat go to work.
Unapologetic to their core, selfish to their core. This is the Judgment Day.
Well, the Judgment Day don't care who they offend or who they tick off because they always have the numbers.
And his opponent, representing the Judgment Day. From San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Always in full force when the Judgment Day is around. It's never quite a fair fight.
Strength in numbers. It's not Judgment Day's fault the competition isn't as prepared for battle.
It's hard to be prepared to be jumped from behind or blindsided during a match.
Unless you're always prepared, like the Judgment Day.
The team that has long proclaimed to run Monday Night Raw, heck, all of WWE.
Well, the Judgment Day are more than just a team. They're a unit, a family.
A family that'll stab you in the back if they think you've outgrown them or if you've gotten too big to control.
Well, sometimes you gotta get rid of your toxic family members.
The black sheep of the Mysterio family, Dominic seems hell-bent on ruining his family's legacy.
Oh, give it a rest, Cole. Dirty Dom has forged his own path. That's something that takes true guts. If you gotta say something bad about Dom, I'm sure he'll have no problem taking care of it in the yard.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, the schoolyard maybe.
But then we've got big Bronson Reed, who's all about the simple things in life. Flattening his opponents and winning big. It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Yeah, unless Reed believes you've slighted or disrespected him in some way, Corey. Then it gets mighty personal and physical.
From the top!
Elbow drop! Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
And Dominic is now dictating the pace.
Yeah, Dominic's firing on all cylinders.
Oh, get ready. He's waiting for the perfect.
From the middle rope, breathtaking Hurricane Rana. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
So, Corey, how do you contend with a dirtbag like Dominic Mysterio in the ring? Because for all his faults, he does have the in-ring skills to keep him one step ahead.
Faint praise, Cole, but I'll say, like father,
And getting the cover here.
And he kicks out at 2.
this could be a tipping point in this match.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside.
Reed holds him off. Michinoku driver. And you can see the excitement building in Dominic's eyes now.
And he gets delivered back into the ring. Reed's hurt, shoulders down. Almost ended it there.
I am in shock. What's it gonna take to keep this guy down?
And now Reed is under immense pressure.
All of Reed's power is smartly being negated.
And what's this manager looking for under the ring? He has no business down there. And a suplex. Drop pin. Reed could put it away here. He got the shoulder up in time.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure.
Hoisted up high here. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
And he is directed into the corner.
Oh, right on the throat. Ugh.
Just dominating their opponent now.
Saved him there. Running Hurricane Rana.
Beautiful. Oh, there's some gouging going on.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
Uh-oh, sunset flip. Powerbomb.
He's still reeling and more punishment is incoming.
Dirty Dom able to reverse the momentum. Here it comes. Dial it up.
And again, ripping off his old man with a 619.
He's zoning in. Has something big in store.
My, oh my, what elevation.
This match has to be close to an end.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third wind.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
And Dominic is really dialed in right now.
And I don't see Dominic relenting.
Dirty Dom on point with the frog splash. Dominic take advantage.
And ends the losing streak.
Here is your winner, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
I don't know how, but they ended that embarrassing streak.
They look like they were a free fall there over the last few weeks. Glad that changed.
I think we might see a winning streak now, guys.
A celebrity turned certified superstar.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, Logan Paul!
Let's be honest, Logan Paul is an absolute prodigy who gets even better every time he steps foot in the ring.
Natural ability and athleticism to spare. Despite his bad attitude, Logan Paul makes it all look easy.
This guy cannot let his focus get clouded against an opponent with the intensity of Braun Breaker.
The unpredictable badass of WWE is here!
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Bron Breakker!
A modern-day genetic freak who hits and moves like no one else.
Braun has so much speed, so much power, he can shift the ring with just a single move.
Despite his relative in-ring inexperience, do not underestimate Paul.
Bron Breakker has a simple and solid mentality when it comes to in-ring competition. He's here to break his opponent in half and then move on to the next obstacle in his path.
Breakker's appetite for competition and his desire to take on bigger and badder opponents does seem insatiable. Every time he gets in the ring, he battles like he has something to prove.
And it's that drive that has allowed Breakker to smash through practically anyone who has stood in his way over the course of his career.
And in the other corner stands Logan Paul. A lot of people make bold claims that they're going to be the one to expose Logan, to shut him down. Well, it hasn't happened yet.
Logan Paul is a wild card. The fact that Logan's punching power means he can drop an opponent with one shot keeps the entire WWE locker room on its toes.
And launched with a suplex. I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Oh, please don't remind me, Corey. Dodges away.
And they tie up with a collar and elbow.
Ooh, a little shove. side slam. Nice.
When you're not concerned about the rules, you have to think your mind runs a little wild, Corey.
When there are no rules, there are no consequences. Just let that dark part of your mind take over and run wild. Lift off.
Diving shoulder tackle. Pin, shoulders are down.
But is it enough?
He's able to kick out before two.
Still no end in sight here.
Right to the face.
My God.
Oof.
Sends the knee into the face. That'll stop you. Moving into the ring. Big back body drop.
What elevation.
He counters with a great reversal. Gets lifted into position.
There's the gut check.
And he re-enters into the ring.
Logan Paul turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
And he saw that coming from Braun. Logan Paul with some well-placed kicks. And Paul going to clear things out. We had a feeling this was going to happen.
I've been waiting for this all night.
He has decided to make this no disqualification match a little more interesting.
Inserted himself into the match.
What could have warranted this?
Caught him.
No way. No way. We're going to end this emphatically. What a pedigree. What started with strong words and healthy locker room competition has snowballed into an out-of-control feud between these competitors.
It's been an interesting story to watch from ringside. Each new chapter has been more dramatic than the last.
Rivalries like this are what legends are made of. And clothesline.
Catapulting down on the opponent.
Here we go. Cover. Still only got one.
Wow, I thought this was over.
Wicked clothesline.
Going in for the win here.
No, kick out at two.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
Solid punch. Clothesline. At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
Yeah, but this kind of damage is to be expected this deep in a match.
Big right hook. Manages to reverse it. Clothesline to the back of the neck. Reversal from Braun.
Stitched it up and hit the DDT.
Taking things to the outside, but gotta make sure to heed the official's count.
He's got his hands on a sledgehammer. Total chaos is about to be unleashed.
What a punch. Competition at its finest. This is what it's all about.
Yeah, these competitors are refusing to back down, and that's what everyone loves to see.
We know what's racing through his mind. Cross the shoulders, up and gotcha!
Pure natural ability on display from Braun Breaker.
That might have looked even better than when his daddy did it.
Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Huge boot. And there's a huge Frankensteiner.
This is an unwieldy attack from Braun.
Yeah, some flaws in Logan Paul's game plan are being exposed.
Look at the high.
Perfectly executed frog splash by Paul. Will that do it for Logan Paul? Will that do it?
Logan Paul able to get the win.
Here is your winner, Logan Paul.
Acting so happy when they cheated to win.
That attack earlier on ended up paying dividends, but the referee allowed the match to continue.
This match was barely fair, if at all. They more or less stole